If you weren't looking at these notes, if you had a burning question, something that was a very real question for you, on fire, what would your question be?
I'm more interested in your life as an artist, something that obviously you've gone much more through, everything much more than I have gone through. You have seen much more that I have yet seen or will never see.
That gives you an advantage, because you can see things without history.
Right.
You have either innocence or the assumption of innocence. It's, you lose your virginity once. Does that mean that your life effectively has ended?
I hope not.
So the other is the assumption of innocence within a context of experience. Now, when I go to see professional musicians, most good professional musicians play what they know. I'm interested in seeing players play what they don't know.
Like what you did with the vocal and stuff this time, perhaps.
Whatever. So how do you get professional musicians to play what they don't know? Firstly, you have innocence. You don't know what you're doing. Right. And because you don't know what you're doing, you can find something that has never been done before. Like Citizen Kane, for example, which many people consider one of the finest films, if not the finest films ever made. It was also the first that Orson Welles made, because he didn't know what he was doing, so he could do things that he didn't know. How 30 or 40 years later do you have that same sense of discovery, of going beyond what is known and what is conditioned? And this is the assumption of innocence within a context of experience. And this is mastery. And in between is professionalism, and professionalism is not enough. It is, however, also necessary. If every night that you go on stage, for tour after tour, year after year, if you are incompetent, you shouldn't be there.
Right.
On the other hand, if you're competent, you shouldn't be there, because it's not enough.
It's not enough.
So, you have the impossibility and the possibility, and we're held in between.
How did you manage to balance the irony?
The quick answer is, you get up each day, your feet hit the ground, you say, hello God, whatever God might be for you, and your day begins with intention and definition. Then at the end of the day, before you go to bed, before the head hits the pillow, you say, good night God, whatever God might be for you. So your day ends with certainty and definition. Then, in between, at certain points in the day, you also introduce points of certainty and definition, which extend from certain points in the day, throughout the day, to provide an ongoing framework of continuity. So that at whichever point of the day you're in, you have a connection with the beginning and the end of the day and all points in between. This is the beginning of developing an interior architecture. The interior architecture provides a formal framework in which, whatever the external life conditions, you nevertheless continue yourself within those conditions and to a degree free of them, so that you may know what you're doing on the outside, but on the inside you have these points of certainty and freedom to discover what you don't know. So you remain innocent within the context of experience.
I understand.
That's the beginning.
That's the beginning.
That's the beginning.
And it's a continuation of that.
Yes, it never stops.
It never stops.
Until we stop breathing. And even then, who knows?